Hello everyone, it's Anita Heidema
Dario Tomaselli
with Pasha's Cooking with your fridge feast here today. And we're going to be working with what, Chef?
Pesto.
We're going to be making pesto with what we have in the fridge. And we happen to have kale and cilantro. Now, depending on what other people have in their fridge, they could be able to substitute many of these things. And that's what we're talking about with the Fridge Feast series, right?
So let's go back.
Back?
So let's rewind for a second and talk about... Yes. So let's talk about pesto quickly. So traditionally, what is pesto? Pesto is a condiment, right? And traditional pesto is from the region of, classical pesto is basil, from the region of Liguria in Italy, on the coast, Genova. And is made with basil, garlic. Mind you, sometimes they don't use any garlic. Pine nuts, optional, or any type of nuts. And Parmigiano Reggiano, or pecorino, and olive oil. Now, over the year, there has been versatility about it. You can make a broccoli pesto. You can make a strictly coriander pesto. You can make a parsley pesto. You can make an herb pesto. But it all depends what ingredients you put in. What happened to us, because we are quarantined and we are very responsible about our shopping, we do not go to overshop. So what we have here, we have some kale that we had in the fridge. And like we said the last time, the best way to actually make a pesto of kale is quickly blanch it in hot, salted, boiling water. What the salt is going to do, it's going to help keep all the chlorophyll
and the nutrients
on the kale, and it's going to keep it, look at that, beautiful, nice and green. Then we add some...
So you do that for a couple minutes, and then you put it in icy cold water to stop it from cooking.
So then we shock it in cold, icy water. So after 2 or 3 minutes, we lift it. Don't drain it. Keep that water. You lift it with a colander, with a spider, and you submerge it in cold, icy water. What you will see is then the water, the actual green, becomes super green because all the chlorophyll is being shocked and it stays right in it. That water is all, vegetation water. We like to keep it.
All the nutrients are in that water, right? So it's good to save your water when you cook anything.
You can make a pasta with that. You can boil pasta in it. You can make a pasta. You can any pasta you want for that night.
We've actually made a video using that water just to make a sauce out of it.
To make a sauce out of it, you can use it
with your plain pasta, just to.
What we showed the last time to make the chicken. We use the vegetation water to use to sear some meat, cook some fish, or whatever you want to do it. And then we had some cilantro, and the cilantro was going funny on us. That was not bad, but it was discoloring.
It's kind of going crazy like us.
Yes.
Or in quarantine.
So what we did, we washed it nicely, we dried it, okay, and we kept it for our pesto. So I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, I would say we have 2 cups of blanched kale and shocked really cold, and I would say 2 cups of coriander. So almost equal part of the 2 ingredients. So one ingredient that we are not going to put in is Parmesan. Could we? Yes, we can. But I personally don't recommend it right now because it really kind of was going to take the flavor away. And we're going to use this pesto mainly as a condiment. We can cook some soba noodle. We can cook some glass noodle, vermicelli noodle, rice. Steam some rice and dress it with the pesto.
Now, if you were to use a standard pasta,
yes,
you can do it this way as well, or would you want to put the Parmigiano Pecorino in it?
So if we want to do a basil pesto, and now that's a very good question, very good point. See, did you notice here? We did not blanch the coriander because it's a very delicate herb. For basil, obviously we are not blanching it. we're not going to blanch it because we want, the nutrients are still going to be impacted because it's very delicate. The only reason because this one is very tough. And the way we would do it, we will have the basil, we will have the parmigiano, the garlic, pine nuts if needed, toast it, and then olive oil and emulsify it until it becomes this cream, almost like this paste. The thing is, the way we dress it, and this is the thing that a lot of people ask us is, so what are you going to do with it? So the trick is this when you're making a pesto. You boiling your pasta water. When it comes to a boil, you season it. Then, when it's salted, you add your pasta. Could be trofie, could be tagliolini, tagliatelle, whatever pasta you really want. You cook it until it remains al dente. At that point, you lift the pasta and you're gonna have a bowl like that, and you see a bowl like that nice and cold. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon or tablespoon of pesto cold. We're gonna add the pasta that is just cooked into the bowl, and we're gonna toast it and we're gonna emulsify it. You do not want this one to be hot from the stove. That's important.
What happens if it comes hot from the stove?
Oxidize. It just oxidizes.
And what does that mean? What is it?
It would discolor, so it would mean we kill
Oh.
all the chlorophyll,
Okay.
and it becomes brown, and all the rustiness, because there is a lot of rust into green vegetable. Okay, so the oxidization, it will lose it away.
Okay.
So, excuse me. So how are we gonna do this? Have a look. Because we are gonna go based on what we have in the fridge. Thank you. So we have 2 cloves of garlic here. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna quickly.
We should have called this the smashing fridge fest.
Smashing
Because
fridge.
everything you're doing, you're smashing.
I'm smashing. I think it's probably just a part of the. So you see what I'm doing here? Again.
The germ.
The
Taking
germ.
out the center part. It gives you heartburn.
That's it. That part has gotta go. Okay. This part, especially when you're making a sauce like that. See these things over here? That's what will give you heartburn. Heartburn. So we're gonna do. We're gonna remove it. Especially when you're making a sauce, like I was saying, like pesto. Okay, the garlic is used in a raw form, and regardless, I mean, we do it for everything. If we cook it or we don't, I like to remove the germ regardless. So I'm going to be guessing approximately 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we.
But that's a little one. Should we not do 3?
Should we do 3?
No, I'm kidding. I love garlic, so.
Yes, keeps Dario away.
Yeah. Are you going to be staying away if I have some of this garlic? Is that what you're saying?
No, never. I could never. Do
What day are we on in quarantine now? It's been over 2 weeks.
that. Yeah,
It's been over 2 weeks.
But
We've gone grocery shopping one time
but you know the
to
best.
get some item, and everything else we've used from what's ever in the fridge. So,
But you know the best thing
come
about.
over and follow us if you want to see any of the interesting things we have or things we had previous, because we've been doing this for over 2 years now. So our anniversary is 2 days ago.
I know. We create our anniversary on quarantine. But it's fun. Because, being in quarantine, be closed in and doing those, you become more creative, I found. We had some incredible meals. We were sharing some video recipe with our good friend Ernesto Iaccarino in Amalfi Coast, the best restaurant, Don Alfonso. Ernesto was showing us, it was more like a challenge, risotto alla carbonara, which is, classical is, spaghetti, okay, or trenette alla carbonara, whatever you want. It was, or bucatini alla carbonara, which is classical. But that looked phenomenal. So just to kind of play around with Ernesto, we made
Our version.
a pasta risotto style. Okay, and we're gonna show you one day. Okay, so instead of using rice, we use this pasta called cavatelli, which is like orecchietta type shape, and we serve it in honor of the region of the south, of this beautiful region of Campania, with some chickpea and some game ragu, and it was phenomenal.
It was very good.
So we all locked in, we become creative. Our brain stays locked in, and we pump them with oxygen and energy and love.
I find that happens to people, you know, when you have less, you end up thinking more and creating more, and you become more adventurous.
Yes. So we talked about the greens we're going to use. Garlic obviously is the standards of the pesto. Olive oil is going to be the other standards. Now, obviously, this is an option. Okay. So we have items that we have on our pantry. So we have
pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seed. We have some toasted almonds. And we have some cashews. Okay. So.
And the pumpkin seeds we have here are actually salted pumpkin seeds. So you always got to keep those things in mind when you're flavoring.
That's right. So, but we want to keep this one fairly neutral. We're going to put just a very small amount of salt. Normally in pesto, when you put Parmigiano, it becomes really, not salty, but a little bit more salty. Could we add here? We can actually add a little bit of chili if you want it. You can put some chili flakes, you can put some sriracha, you can put anything you want it. What I like to do, sometimes I like to play with that. I like to add maybe a little bit of chili, a touch of lime zest, and 1 teaspoon, not even, a quarter of a teaspoon of honey. So give it a little bit of sweetness into
Do we have lime zest?
No, we don't.
We're gonna work around that.
We're gonna work around that. Okay, so how are we gonna do it? So we have Anita's equipment, so I borrow it.
This is my juicer.
That's our juicer.
We should have brought the Cuisinart out.
No, this is the best. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the kale. See, blanch, and you're gonna make sure that it's nice and dry. Okay. So like we said, there's approximately 2 cups of it. Okay. Then we're gonna say
equal parts.
Equal parts, so around 2 cups, and I use everything here.
Yeah, you've got the stem.
I got the stem and I got the leaf of the coriander. I want to make sure they're completely dry, no moisture whatsoever. We're gonna add it like this. Then we're gonna add the 2 cloves of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 cloves, the 1 1/2. 4. Okay, so then we're gonna add the olio d'oliva.
It's kind of a little bit of an Italian lesson too, our cooking classes.
Yeah, could be. So here we go.
Anticipation.
So this is the best part of it.
I guess we should be taking that off, possibly.
No, we have lots of time here. We want to make sure we show you. Here we go. So I want to make sure that the oil is coating absolutely every single thing.
Full recipe will be over at Pasha's Cooking in our recipe section. Come on over and subscribe. Come on over to our mailing list because that's where we end up sharing everything. And I figured you had more time pouring that, so I had that moment to say.
A little bit of the
pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seed. A little bit of the
almonds. Toasted almonds.
Toasted almonds.
And again, the almonds are toasted without anything because they have enough oil on their own.
So here I got some off almonds, then I can use it for garnish. Oh, I have some beautiful toasted cashews.
Very, very healthy. Very healthy.
Extremely healthy. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add salt and pepper.
How do you say pepper in Italian again?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Pepe. And now,
the noisy time. Hopefully you guys can plug your ears. It's on low. Is it supposed to be on low?
We're going to start on low and then look at this. So if we get stuck like that, see what happened here? We're going to let it go slowly again. I'm going to open this beautiful valve and we're going to add more oil because obviously it's screaming for olive oil.
You're not going to ruin my machine on me, are you? I got some juicing to do today. Wow, that looks so good.
So look at that guys. You want to make sure that it's perfectly mixing around. See what I'm doing? This is why I like this machine. But look at the color. Can you guys see the color?
I think they can, yeah.
You can't see it? Oh.
So this is perfect for pastas. We can do it with rice, right? You can add it with rice.
Yeah.
You can put it on some chicken. We actually made a chicken stew the other day and what to do with chicken.
Yeah. Sorry guys, but so you can see it. You start pureeing it, and now we're gonna add maybe just a little bit more oil, but you can smell it.
Delicious.
So we're gonna add a little bit more oil, and we're gonna keep. There we go.
Now Dario has been doing this for 40 years as a chef, so he understands the quantities just by looking at them. So we will have the recipe online.
Now, the biggest thing that we have to look at it is consistency also, right? So we're looking at this and we have to want to make sure that we keep, remember we're looking with something that is very fibrous, okay? So everything needs to mix properly, okay? And we are gonna add it again. Don't be afraid. There we go. It's coming to the point that we want it.
The point of this is to have patience.
Here we go, here we go. So we want to make sure, here we go.
You want to have the right consistency, the right flavors to make it the best pesto.
This is the
And
best
again,
thing.
with pesto, you can do it with broccoli. We've done it with kale here. There's so many ways to be
There we
able
go.
to create something from in your fridge.
Beautiful. That's it. Done. So what you can do now, you have this beautiful pesto consistency, okay? Then you can, see, look at that, nice and creamy. And what you can do with this one, we're gonna hone it, okay? We put them in a jar. We seal it with a little bit of olive oil. We keep it in the fridge, and we keep it for condiment, whatever we want. We always want to check the consistency and the flavor, okay? And you see what I have? I have the chopper. Oh, this is really good.
Now, when you say you seal it with a bit of olive oil, I'll take this bite and then you explain that.
So,
Very good.
so what do we have here? We protected all the chlorophyll. If there is too much air in the fridge and it's not going to be covered, what's going to happen? When you put in a glass jar, what we're going to do, it's going to, the light and the air is going to go in it and it's going to discolor the greenery.
So you put it in a jar.
In a glass jar.
In a glass jar, like 3/4 of the way, and then you top it with olive oil, and then you close it?
And then we close
Okay.
it. Or, there's another way to preserve it even better. You can clarify some butter, so I mean melting some butter, and cool it, and then cover the jar with the clarified butter. Once the butter cold, it becomes hard, and it becomes almost like a lid. So it preserves all the greenery inside.
I guess we need to do another video and a recipe on that one.
But it's very simple. It's a very simple thing. So you put them in a little glass jar, you put the pesto inside. The most important thing is then it's completely seared and sealed. So here we go. Look how nice and green it is. This is what is important. If we didn't have this one blanched, and we would have tried to blend in it, first of all, it would have taken us forever to do it. Second of all, it would have not been as green as that. It would almost become brownish.
So try some recipes, see what's in your fridge. We'd love to hear in the comments below what you have and what you'd like to try. We're going to be combining this with other recipes that we have also over on YouTube with Fridge Feast. Come over and subscribe. Full recipes will be at pashascooking.com for the written recipes and the videos at YouTube, on YouTube channel, Pasha's Cooking Lifestyle TV. It's Anita Heidema.
Dario Tomaselli.
And we're saying ciao for now. Thanks
Ciao.
so much.